Mike, 4-0, a hard-fought victory.
Yeah, 4-0, 3 points, another game ticked off, and I think that's how we've got to kind of look at it, but it was a very hard-fought, well-contested game against Boroughbridge, yeah, really good.
First half, you had some debuts of new players. You had some players coming back from long-term injury. How do you think they bedded in?
Yeah, I think they all bedded in really well. It was always going to be a little bit disjointed at times, which we were prepared for. But in the main, I've got to be pleased. We've got a couple of players returning from long-term injuries, I say, and debuts in there as well. Really important to get minutes under the belts, and I was pleased.
How did you think Danny and Evie slotted into the team?
I think they both had variant kind of successes and also a little bit of frustration. Finding themselves positionally was always quite hard, and how they fit into the new system and the relationships with the team was obviously in its infancy. So, the starting point was always going to be, let's see what you can do. That's a challenge. But I felt as they grew into it and they got to know the play and the players around them, I think they settled really well. And the first one's always the worst one. It can either go one way or the other. So hopefully now they just go from strength to strength and just keep getting minutes.
Was there any panic at half-time when you were still 0-0?
No, none at all. As I told the ladies at half-time, the team talk, our approach play, our build-up play was really good. Final third we weren't sharp, we didn't really test the goalkeeper in terms of clear-cut opportunities, and that was potentially due to not understanding where the balls were to be played. The ball was running away a little bit, or the final pass was slightly overhit, and it's them combinations that we were looking at, and that kind of on the same mindset. But there was no panic. It was a case of we're doing well, we're just not winning, and that was half time.
But relief when you saw Eva put the ball away.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, Eva's come on at half time just to bring the players back on the pitch who've worked together a bit more, just to try and give us that little bit of edge and understanding. And she did well. She cut in really well on the left hand side, and the ball came across and she drove in on the right foot. And I'm looking at my staff and I'm going, set it to the edge, because we had runners. But no, bang, whipped it straight into the front post and into the net, and it was 1-0. It was just, right, now we can start. So
The team did seem to relax then and started to play a little bit more of their usual football. Grace's goal, quite a nice finish as well.
Yeah, I've made no secrets about it in the change rooms. They'll all tell you that football's a simple game. Pass and move it. Got to work hard in possession to create them angles so you can be able to move it. So we started to do that. The shackles were off. We were a little bit more relaxed, and we were able to play. And Grace's goal was just kind of embodies that.
And she even hit the post as well when it looked like she could score another one.
Yeah, it was a really great run. Stole it off the centre half, which got a little bit caught in possession, and came across the right hand side and just dragged it across and took post. And I was like, oh, it was just, she was just sharp, just well switched on.
So 90 minutes under the belts in the league for the first time in something like a month and a half, only our second league game in 3 months. A bit of relief, 3 points, and looking at the title challenge, or the promotion challenge I should say, is back on.
Yeah, I mean it was critical. Get minutes under the belt, get the ladies playing together. I think that was paramount, with the kind of weather we've had recently, all the postponements, has just been playing havoc with football all across country. So, and to get 3 points, another league game done, job done for us, and we've got to take that confidence now into our next league game, which is going to come thick and fast at the weekend. So, yeah.
A bit easier than last week because at least we've got some goals to select from. What was your goal of the game?
There's two really that stand out for me. One is obviously Grace Adams has just come through and slotted it into the corner. But the other one is Emily Crispin's reaction on the edge of the 18 and drilled it in across the face into the bottom corner again. And I'm edging towards Emily Crispin for goal of the game.
And player of the game?
Player of the game goes to Grace Adams. She was brilliant throughout, playing on the half turn, got a hat trick, could have had a few more, could have maybe created a couple more that could have finished off. I think she was just all over the park today in a non-stop kind of display, and I don't expect anything less from Grace, to be fair.
Congratulations on the 3 points.
Thank you very much.